welcome back to our Hogue Health Center here out in Foothill Ranch. I think we're live here for another Wednesday afternoon healthy demonstration. My name is Mona Cabrera. I'm the registered dietitian of the lifestyle program here. Welcome back to our Hogue Health channel. At any time, if you have any questions, I will be able to see them here close up. So put your questions in the live chat box. If you want to let me know where you are watching from, that would be great. Few housekeeping things. If you are a new viewer, you just popped on, please subscribe to our channel, hit the bell. That way you'll get notifications when we're coming on live here. We have things in this room Monday through Friday. We got yoga tonight at 6 o'clock. We have other exercise classes every morning, mostly every morning, Monday through Friday, from boot camp, cardio dance, stability and core, strength training. We have it all. So there's probably something for everyone on this channel here. And every Wednesday at 2 o'clock, I come on with an easy, healthy recipe. And I make it easy because we are busy and we don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen, but we want to eat healthy and we want a lot of flavor. And so that's what I bring you here. And we have a lot of things in our library here under the healthy lifestyle. So if you've missed something, you can go back to that playlist. Actually, it's called a playlist. If you go to Hogue Health, and then the playlist is healthy lifestyle. So I have all my cooking demonstrations and my nutrition topics that I do on Tuesdays. Every other Tuesday at 2 o'clock, there's a different nutrition topic on there. So if you are interested in learning about something, let me know, and maybe I can bring it on the show here. And if there's a recipe that you want me to change it up and make it a healthier version, let me know as well. So today, we all want to eat nachos, right? And we can eat nachos, but today I am going to show you how to make it a healthier. Put that healthy twist on it, right? If you want a healthier twist on your nachos, that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's get started. Thanks for joining. I see some of you here. Okay, so we are going to do a healthier twist on nachos. So it is really loaded sweet potato nachos. We're not going to be using chips. We are going to be using sweet potatoes as our high fiber, high nutrient carbohydrate here in this meal. So maybe you're trying to eat more foods that fight inflammation. Maybe you're trying to get more fiber in your diet. Maybe you, are trying to cut out junk food and your oils that cause inflammation, or maybe you're trying to follow the Mediterranean diet. There's a lot of reasons why you might want to try this sweet potato nacho, and maybe you're just looking for something tasty, and this is it. So let's get started here. You can use your oven at home, but for my sake here, I brought in this gigantic, it's a Cuisinart air fryer, but it does everything. It has a bake option. And so I'll be using it as an oven. It's on the bake option. So I'm not using the air fryer. Use your oven at home. You will set your oven at 400. So the first step is you would get your parsnip paper and some big cookie sheets, because you're gonna bake your sliced sweet potato in the oven at 400 to cook these first. So I'm gonna show you. So we're gonna slice these. Let me move some of these things here. And the recipe will be posted later today in the comments section. So I got some sweet potatoes. The recipe calls for 3 large sweet potatoes. If you wanna make more nachos, you go ahead and buy more and do that. So we do slice them up thin rounds. And I left the peel on here. A lot of the fiber's in the peel, so I just leave it on. You just wash them really well. And so slice them up like this. Whoopsie, let's not lose any of these. So these are gonna be the carrier, the vessel of all the goods. So these are our chips, right? So there you go. Of course, sweet potatoes have odd sizes, so you're gonna have different sized chips here, okay? So you're gonna have your parsnip paper, you're gonna have your big cookie sheet, and then you're gonna lay these chips down, these sweet potato chips. They are gonna become chips once they are cooked at 400 high heat. So you want to lay them out on your cookie sheet. You don't want them to be touching. They cook best when they're not crowded. So if you're making a lot, just use a few cookie sheets, right? So then this would go in your oven, 400 for 10 minutes, and then you would flip them over and just let them cook. Actually, before you put them in, we're going to season them with some olive oil, pepper, and some olive oil, pepper and salt, sorry. You can use a spray for an olive oil. If you like to spray, it's easy. You just go like that. Don't waste any oil. Sometimes I do it in a plastic bag. I just put all the sweet potatoes in a plastic bag. Then you throw in your extra virgin olive oil and it just mixes up really well. Since we're not doing that today, I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit on here, and it helps them get a little bit of crunchy. Using that healthy fat from our olive oil, good for our heart. Okay, so just make sure they're all coated, just touched a little bit with olive oil. So this is going in the oven. So we've preheated our oven for 400. So these go in for 10 minutes, okay? After 10 minutes, you do pull it out and just flip them. Let the other side cook a little bit. It's about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, so now these go back in the oven, 10 minutes. It's really fast. Okay, let me show you over here. So these have just finished. They cooked 10 minutes on one side, and then they cooked 10 minutes on the other side. This is hot, let me get my... So it doesn't hold very much, but your oven is gonna hold your big cookie sheet with lots of sweet potatoes. So you can see they're getting crunchy, right? A little brown. You wanna make sure not to burn them because they burn easily if they're thin, okay? So at this point, we're ready to load these up. So now we're gonna put our toppings. So you can just imagine your cookie sheet has a lot of sweet potatoes. You take them out, they've done 10 minutes and 10 minutes. This is when we've loaded up with all the goods. So you just can pretend this is really filled up. I have some other ones that I cooked, some other sweet potatoes here. So we can just load them up. Okay. So now we're gonna load it up with the goods. So now we're gonna add some more good stuff. So we're gonna add black beans. So black beans are so nutritious, filled with lots of fiber, good for our gut bacteria, helps us reach our daily fiber goals, have lots of flavor, and is a plant-based protein source, okay? And carbohydrate source, or energy source. So we're gonna put that on top of our sweet potatoes here. So these go in like this. So you got the big cookie sheets. You're doing this on the big cookie sheets. Okay. So I just bought, this was in a can, organic black beans, rinsed off. Didn't cook them or anything. It's always that staple in the pantry that you can just pull out beans anytime and create a healthy, delicious meal, and then you're getting some protein, you're getting some fiber. So it's one I have all kinds of beans in my pantry. Love those beans. Okay, so we have beans on here. Then the next thing is some chicken. So Lazy Girl's chicken. She didn't meal prep. She doesn't have any chicken to add on here, but she did go to the grocery store and she got all these ingredients for the nachos. So she bought some store-bought cooked chicken, and that's perfectly fine. I should be sponsored by Trader Joe's because I buy everything there because it's so easy. Like, you go in there and you just get just chicken, right? And it's just chicken breast, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and you serve it. So it's just that. So, you know, it's not over salted, it's not overly salted, it doesn't have the preservatives. So I'm just gonna take these chicken slices, look at it, and I'm gonna just cut them in small pieces and put it on my sweet potatoes here. So you just layer it on there. So this chicken has so many uses. You buy this and you have several meals for the week. You can get through Monday through Wednesday with your chicken, easy meals. Didn't have to cook it, just picked it up. So it does help to have some of these already ready to go convenient foods. There's no shame in that. We don't have to cook everything fresh that we eat. Okay, so I'm getting some chicken on these nachos. It's a great party food, appetizer, great for, like, we just had Super Bowl Sunday, but it could be for anything. Saturday night, Friday night. Okay, so I got chicken, like, on every slice right there. Then we're gonna add our cheese. I don't know what that could fall. Make room for this, okay. So I just picked up something shredded, a lazy girl again. She doesn't want to shred her cheese. Just picked up this Mexican style cheese blend. This has Monterey Jack, some queso blanco, asadero cheese. So it's a Mexican style. If you want to go lighter, you can just do mozzarella. So it's up to you. So let's open this. Okay, so now we're gonna sprinkle some cheese over our nachos, right? Those are nachos without cheese, not nachos. Okay, so we just sprinkle it on here. Then these are going back in the oven. Your oven's still on to melt the cheese and just heat up the beans a little bit and the chicken. And that's it, like 5 minutes, just watch it a little bit. Okay, so let's stick this back in our oven. Still got you guys, right? Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, so this is going back in our oven. 5 minutes. Okay, so let's chat a little bit while that cooks. I'll just cook it a few minutes and then I'll pull it out and I'll show you the next step. The next step would be adding, instead of, you know, typical nachos have sour cream, really no nutrition in it. So we're gonna swap out sour cream and use plain Greek yogurt. I just picked something up at the store. You can use any brand you like. High protein, that's why I love Greek yogurt. So it has high protein, so, and it just has that tart taste that sour cream does as well, so it goes great on our nachos. We are going to slice up, trying to see if this is ripe enough. It was I had a hard time at the store finding some ripe avocados, and avocados in general, I heard about some ban on them, so I'm stocking up on avocados right now. This one's might be okay, so soft enough. We're gonna chop that up and add that on top, okay? You can smash it up if you like softer, like a guacamole on top, but I'm just gonna put diced avocado on top with my yogurt. And then I got in my cup over here, I have my cilantro sitting in water because it keeps it fresh. So we're gonna just throw some cilantro on there, give it that Mexican flair. And I'm going to chop up a green onion and put some on there. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's move these sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes is just one of my favorite carbohydrate source. They're so filling and they just are so yummy that I tend to eat a lot of sweet potatoes and carrots. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I got orange hands. Vitamin A makes us really orange. Look at that. Can you see that? So vitamin A in our carrots, our sweet potatoes, shows in our skin, bottom of our hands and our feet. I won't show you my feet on this show because that wouldn't be appropriate, but They are orange. And it started way back, because my dad always told me, you gotta eat your carrots every day. I want you to have good eyesight, lots of vitamin A. So I always got in that habit of eating a lot of carrots, like a rabbit, and I got orange skin. I'll take that, right? So I'm just chopping up some green onions. So yeah, like I was saying, love the sweet potatoes, lots of vitamins and minerals, lots of fiber. A lot of antioxidants really help fight diseases versus eating carbohydrates without fiber. For example, maybe white rice, white bread, processed chips. So it's a great vegetable for chips. So we're gonna have the green onion, and then we're gonna have some cilantro. Okay, I tend to always have cilantro at home because I just love that taste. I add it to salads and Mexican bowls and tacos and burritos and you name it. Enchiladas, there's always cilantro. Okay. So I'm just gonna chop up some cilantro, and our sweet potatoes should be nice. Oh, they look nice and melted. They should be ready to go. So you can see the prep time is really quick. 20 minutes in the oven, really, to cook your sweet potatoes, and then a few minutes to melt your cheese. Not a lot of time, and this is a meal, or it could be an appetizer. So it can be a complete meal because we do have all the components. We have lots of fiber. We have plenty of protein from our chicken, our cheese, our beans. And we have our healthy fats to give us that yummy factor from our avocado. We also have some protein from our Greek yogurt. So it's really high protein. So it can be your meal, absolutely. Or it could be your appetizer. Okay, so this cilantro is ready to go too. Just chop that up. Okay, quickly chop that. Any questions so far, guys? Nope, so simple, right? Nobody has any questions today. Okay, so pulling this out, let's see what we got. Let me show you. Okay, can you guys see that? Lots of sun today. We got a sunny afternoon. So that looks delicious, right? We got melted cheese. Too bad I didn't make, some of this is on the foil. That's a bummer. But now we are going to put the rest on here. Let's turn this off. Okay, so we're going to, let's put some Greek yogurt. You can always skip that if you don't like the nachos too wet. It's up to you. But we typically have sour cream on our nachos. So you would just go and put a little bit on your nachos, okay? Just like that. We're gonna take our avocado, see how we did picking this one out. This one didn't have the knob here. Usually if that knob falls off really easily, you know it's ripe. Because even if it's dark green, sometimes they're not ripe. Don't be fooled by that. Oh, we got a great one. No brown spots either. Look at that. Love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna put dice, just like that. Dice it up. Put my knife right there and get those pieces out. And then just basically throw it on here. Okay. There we go. I wish you were here to try this with me, but we're gonna try it together and see what kind of crunch we have and flavor. So that's the avocado. You can put as much as you want, and then I'm just gonna drizzle our good stuff, our greens, and our onion here, cilantro. Add all that flavor. I mean, this is loaded, right? Tons of flavor and nutrition. Can't go wrong with this one. So if you are a nacho lover, chip lover, which a lot of us are, right? This is a great way to pull out some of the chips if you're looking to do that. and bring in sweet potatoes and still feel like you're having chip, but a healthier version. Maybe reduce the amount of times a week you eat chips. So it's a great option for you. Okay, let's try this and let me show you what I got. This is still hot. I don't think I'm gonna transfer it to a plate. What you would do, I mean, it's hard, right? So you could put this like on a serving platter, however you wanna do your nachos at home. Maybe on a platter, and then maybe I'll do that here. I'm gonna show you how it came out. Can you see that? I have these extra nachos over here. I'm gonna just move them. Let's move that, put it on this platter. There we go. That's more presentable for your family, for your friends to come over and eat. How does that look? Okay, so these were extra chips I had made. But that is the nachos. Here we go. Let me see if I can move this camera to show you. Okay. So let's taste this together. I still got you here. This is it. These are your loaded nachos. Just gonna take one here, try it out. Amazing. Do you mind if I take another bite? Got one down here with some cheese. Could also eat it with a fork, but nachos are messy. We know we get messy fingers. I want one with the Greek yogurt because that adds a lot of flavor. Okay. That is super good, guys. We got that Mexican flair going on. If you like spicy, you can add hot jalapenos on top. I didn't add salsa, but you could add salsa if you like. Tomatoes. There's a lot of things you can add, but if you definitely like spicy, you could add something hot on here, jalapeno or something like that. Sweet potatoes and black beans. The combination is just great. So if you never had this combination, you can also make like other things that I've done with this same type of foods here, same ingredients, is the loaded sweet potato. Loaded sweet potato, you just bake the sweet potato and you load it with the same things. It's not called nachos, but it's a loaded sweet potato. Okay, so the sweetness from the potatoes really goes well with these Mexican flavors. All those flavors. Okay. Where are you guys watching from? I'd love to hear from you. Let's chat for a few minutes. Haven't heard from anyone yet? Please send in your questions. Let's review the recipe. You need a few sweet potatoes. You're gonna slice them up, drizzle a little olive oil and salt and pepper and stick them in the oven. 10 minutes flip, 10 minutes flip. Take them out, and then you're gonna load them up. We have chicken, cheese, canned black beans. And then 5 minutes, the cheese is melted, pull it out, then add your onion, cilantro, avocado, and Greek yogurt. Okay? Simple. Okay, I have not seen any questions yet, but I want to thank you guys all for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and hopefully your next party, or maybe this Friday night, you will pull out your healthy nachos and enjoy that with your families. And if there's anything you want to see on the channel here, let me know. I do the nutrition topics on Tuesday and the healthy cooking demonstrations every Wednesday afternoon. Again, I'm at the Hoag Health Center out in Foothill Ranch, California. If you're ever in the neighborhood, please stop in, say hi to us. We'd love to meet you, see our beautiful building. We have a lot to offer here. And there was one last thing I was going to mention. I appreciate you guys coming on live here. I know 2 o'clock might not be the ideal time, but I appreciate everyone that comes on live here. And I will see you next week. Tuesday there's a nutrition topic. Wednesday there's another healthy cooking demonstration. I'll be posting the recipe later today in the comments. You can save that. Make sure to save it so it goes in your library as one of your favorite recipes, because you're going to love it, I promise. And again, if any recipe I put out here, you can change it up. So if you wanted to cook your own chicken, definitely cook your own chicken. I did it the lazy girls. I didn't even shred my cheese. Got everything ready to go, because less work, you're more likely to make the recipe and you're more likely to cook at home, right? If you keep it a little easy during the week, even on weekends, maybe you're exhausted. Keep it really simple, but yet very healthy for you. So, okay guys, thank you again, and I will see you next week here at Hoag Health Foothill Ranch.